Congressman Issa calls his plan the Access to Insurance for All Americans Act. It would give people access to the federal employee health benefit plan that government employees already use. It calls for no mandates on businesses or individuals. Summer might be over, but wildfire season is never over here in San Diego County. People are getting special access to the training facility today, but with the change of ownership, all San Diegans will have more access to these facilities year-round. We're still ways away from next year's election, but based on the huge crowd here, there's already a lot of political excitement here in the North County. In Vista, Ramon Galindo, NBC7. But we're just receiving new information from homicide detectives in the last few minutes. We're here on 31st Street and Martin Avenue, and neighbors here are just waking up, seeing the crime scene and realizing that their street has been the scene of a deadly shooting. I want to step away for just a second so you can see where all this happened. If you look down this street here on 31st, you can see there's some clothing there on the street. That's where the victim was shot. This all started around midnight yesterday. Police say that a man was walking there on the street. A car pulled up in that intersection that you see there ahead. Someone from the passenger seat came out and started shooting. The victim was shot several times. Neighbors here called 911. Eventually, paramedics came here, rushed the man to the hospital, but he did not survive. That victim, he is a 34-year-old man right now. Authorities still trying to contact his family to let him know that he has been killed, unfortunately. The other unfortunate thing right now is that, according to police, the suspect still on the loose. No solid description as far as the shooter or the vehicle that he was riding in. But what we do know is that around midnight, 34-year-old man shot here on the street. The suspect still at large.
Terrorists go after everybody, and my dad was threatened.
Those threats of violence forced 14-year-old Osama Abdulaziz and his family to leave their home in Baghdad. He's happy while playing soccer in El Cajon, but his family in Iraq is never far from his mind.
I remember that I was saying I was saying bye to all my cousins, my uncles. That was a really sad moment, because imagine leaving everybody you love and everybody you know behind.
Osama plays soccer every week with other refugee children. The games are organized by a local nonprofit, Yala. Many of the kids are from Iraq. Some come from other war-torn nations like Syria and Somalia. Many of these children still communicate with their families who live in war zones. And although they know their families are still in danger, it's programs like this that help them get away from the stresses of day-to-day life.
But our main focus is then to move them quickly from survival mode into thriving mode.
Sarah Cooper says Yala combines soccer and specialized tutoring.
Because this is 777.
It helps the children learn English and other skills to succeed in American schools.
These kids are going on to 4-year schools. They're going to come out as professionals. They're going to pay a lot of taxes.
Programs at Yala help you not just in soccer, but in school, in life, basically.
Like the rest of these children of war, Osama is hoping to live a long and successful life in his new home. In El Cajon, Ramon Galindo, NBC7. Mike Levine looks like a fine-tuned athlete riding through his Carlsbad neighborhood. But a few months ago, he barely had enough strength to cross the street. The retired salesman was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer in 2015.
I have less than a 1% chance of making it 5 years, and since diagnosis and already 2.5 years into it.
Pancreatic cancer has the lowest 5-year survival rate of any major cancer. Levine had lost hope.
We were petrified. We figured this was close to the end.
But his wife Jan wouldn't let him give up.
I knew if I could somehow or rather get some of those old friends of his, people he knew way back when that he admired, if I could get them around him, maybe the spark would happen.
After meeting up with triathletes, including Ironman champion Kathleen McCarthy, Levine regained his will to survive.
I'm going to go out and do what I want and not let cancer control me, and I'm going to do Ironman.
I have watched him come back to life. Like he had given up hope.
With his training partner by his side, Levine will be the first stage 4 pancreatic cancer patient to cross the Ironman finish line in Kona, Hawaii.
We've been given this opportunity to do something amazing and miraculous, and once we achieve it, we want to just share this hope with the world.
Because of his condition, Levine was given an Ironman ambassador slot. He still gets emotional watching the video of the announcement.
We're going to Canada!
Now Levine's mission, to educate and inspire.
Anything is possible. And we're out to prove that.
Levine has to go through chemo the rest of his life. However long that is, he'll keep reminding those going through hard times to never give up. In Carlsbad, Ramon Galindo, NBC 7.